All right, welcome back to Cooking with the Veteran. As always, I'm your host, Dave Rogers. I always give a shout out to all my brothers and sisters. Today, I'm giving a special shout out to all my sisters out there. I want you to know that you're loved, that you matter, that your service is important, okay? We care about you. Your story isn't over, and remember to know your worth. So, on today's episode, if you're on the internet, you hear about this chili crisp, right? And there's companies and they're fighting over and everything else like that. I know it's become kind of a big thing with Asian cultures. You can actually find it in some South American cultures, some African cultures. If you watch my show, you know I usually use this one. It's a spicy chili crisp. That's the kind of one that I've gotten used to, but I like to make my own also. So I'm going to show you how to start. I got some cheesecloth here. I got some star anise. I'm going to put those on the cheesecloth. And what I want to do with this is I want to create aromatics in my oil. I'm going to add a few cinnamon sticks, okay? I like the flavor, but I don't want to just like put the powdered stuff in. So I'm going to use my cheesecloth to dump these into my oil and get some aromatics going. All right, so I'm going to start. I'm heating up some oil here, okay? Use some canola oil. You can use whatever kind of oil you want. I'm also, as you can see, I've tied off my aromatics here onto the edge of the pan, so this way later on I can retrieve it without having to dig for it. All right, so my oil is starting to heat up, and I go ahead and I chop me up some of that bacon that I was using in the previous episode. I like a little bit of bacon flavor to mine, actually, and that's what makes mine a little bit different, is I add some bacon into it. All right, so the oil is nice and hot. So, went over to my friends over at Kim's Market, picked me up some great garlic chips, okay? Some fried garlic, and I'm going to add that in my oil. I want to add a good amount. Our dried onions. I like the fried shallots, okay, the best. I also like to add a touch of dried ginger. All right, so I bought all these dry ingredients, but I will on another episode show you how you can make your own. Gonna add in some cayenne pepper, some smoked paprika, a touch of soy sauce, and I'm gonna show you how it looks. So I'm just getting it going, mixing it into the oil for a moment, and then the chili part, Thai chili powder, well it's really Thai chili flakes, and I'm gonna add that in there. If you can smell that aroma, oh my God, absolutely great. And you add as much as you want. If you want it really hot or not too hot, that's up to you. A little bit of salt, some pepper, and because I'm making such a big pot, about 3 full tablespoons of some brown sugar. All right, I'm gonna mix this all together. I'm gonna go ahead, I got it on a low. I'm gonna cover this up, and I'm gonna let that cook for about 15-20 minutes. All right, so once the chili crisp cools down, I go ahead and I jar it up, and you see what I've made here today makes 8 jars. So I'm going to be handing this out to some friends. It's a great topper for burgers, eggs, dumplings, noodles, lots of different things. Hope you enjoyed joining me on this episode of Cooking with the Veteran. As always, please make sure you like, share, and follow. And until next time, hoorah.